Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be filming the plan with me for the week of February 7th through the 13th in my Erin Condren neutral vertical planner. And I am using one of the monthly mysteries. I forget which one it is. I think, October 21 mystery from Scribble Prints Co. And I chose this one for this week because we were actually in Reno, Nevada for a conference this week. And because it's in Reno, which is really close to Lake Tahoe, Colton wanted to go skiing there. So that's kind of why I chose this winter skiing trip themed kit, even though the kit kind of has a lot of hints at like a girls trip weekend type thing, and it was just me and Colton, so I chose the boxes that really only highlighted the skiing part rather than the girls trip part, if that makes sense. And this week turned out to be a really great week. One, because we had a great time at the conference. It was my second conference and Colton's first. So we both had a really good time. And this is also the week that we got engaged. So as I'm filming this base, we're not engaged yet. I filmed the base prior to the trip. And then after I'm done with the base, it'll jump to a clip where I'll show you the ring. And that's when I filmed when we got back, so I was able to actually put in the events of the trip. So it was a great day. What we did, the conference ended on Friday, I believe, if I remember correct. Actually, I have my planner right in front of me. I can just check. It ended Friday. And so what we did was we chose to stay at the resort because they had like a spa at the resort. So we kind of took an afternoon off at the spa. It was really nice. And then Saturday was when Colton went skiing. I kind of did some work in the lodge, and then we kind of drove around Lake Tahoe, and that's when he proposed at Emerald Bay, if you're familiar. And then we had some wine at one of the, I guess, restaurant wineries. I think it was a wine bar technically. And that was really nice. And then we went for dinner at a fondue restaurant. So it was a great day, a great way to end a great week. And then on Sunday, we basically just drove back home. But yeah, so I guess that's all I have to recap for this overview. I guess I'll start with the day by days now. I don't know how. Actually, it's not that much time. I won't be that far ahead. And I usually end up having to like breeze through the day by days anyway. So I think I can start a little bit earlier and we'll see how the timing goes. So on Monday, which was the 7th, we were already at the hotel. So if you watched my last week's video, I'll go ahead and card it up above. You would have seen that the Saturday prior, so the 6th, was when we drove up to Reno. So Monday morning was the first morning in the hotel. This was before the conference started, but we needed to be there Sunday because Colton was in this like pre-conference workshop thing. So I wasn't in it. So I kind of just had a day to myself to just chill and catch up on things. So I did my normal Monday morning routine where I had the coffee. I watched YouTube, caught up on videos because that's when a lot of Plan With Me's come out. We had Subway for lunch. I unpacked both of our suitcases since we would be in this hotel until Friday, which is 5 more days at this point. I wanted to unpack our stuff and hang it up because I kind of brought not like nice clothes, but like, professional clothing for the conference. So I didn't want those to be wrinkled and I wanted them to be in good condition. Anyway, unpacked, because kind of moved into the hotel since we would be there for a while. And then once Colton finished the workshop, it was a full day workshop, both Monday and Tuesday. He had a full day workshop. So I was kind of on my own. So after he got off around 5, I want to say, we went to the casino, which is in the resort. It's Nevada. I'm pretty sure there's like a casino in like every resort. So we kind of were at the casino for a little bit. We each gave ourselves $20 to spend. I lost it all in the first like 5 minutes. And then Colton, I think he ended up, I can't remember how much he ended up doing it this first day, but overall by the end of the week, he ended up doubling his money. So he came home with $40, which was great for him, but for me, not so much. So anyway, and then we went to the casino, and then Colton loves hot tubs. So we went to the hot tub at this resort. And from what I remember, the like pool patio area was under a construction. So only half of it was open. And for some reason that evening, the hot tub was like so crowded. And so there were like 3 different pools with like 3 different water temperatures. So the hot tub, there was this like lukewarm pool, and then like the normal unheated pool. Well, it might be a little bit heated, but not, you don't really feel it. And because there was like snow on the ground, it was colder outside, like basically no one was in the normal pool. A lot of people were in the hot tub, and then the lukewarm pool was like an overflow, which we thought, we didn't even see the smaller hot tub when we first got there. We thought that what ended up being the lukewarm pool was the hot tub. So that was a little bit of a disappointment, especially for Colton, because like I said, he loves hot tubs. So well, you'll see later in the week, we actually, do I mark it down? Oh, I don't actually mark it down, but we end up going back to the hot tub like 1 or 2 more times when it was way less crowded, and it was really nice. So I think this was the only time I actually marked down that we went to the hot tub in my planner, but in real life, we actually did go multiple times. So he got to have his hot tub experience. So after the hot tub, we kind of went back to the room, chilled a little bit, and watched the Olympics. And I forgot to mention, since I don't mention where the stickers are from with the exception of the kit, and I forgot to mention the foil is also from Scribble Prints Co. I believe this is the foil bundle that came with the mystery. But if you have any questions as to where any of the stickers are from, just please leave a comment down below, and I will do my best to give you where the sticker is from. Just if it makes it easier if you put in a timestamp so I can see specifically what sticker you're referring to. And actually really quickly here, you can see I completely forgot to put the overlays over before I put down the weekend banner, and I couldn't pull that weekend banner up, which is super annoying. Oh yeah, there's the ring. I'm engaged, yay. And the ring, this is before I got resized, so I had to put it on my middle finger or else it would like come flying off. But anyway, I forgot about the header overlays, so I put the weekend banner down, couldn't get the weekend banner to come up, so I just put the overlays over the weekend banner. I mean, if you really look at it, it does look a little wonky, but from far away, you can't really tell. So moving on to Tuesday, as I start Monday, this was when the conference, I guess, technically officially opened. I think so. So that's when we registered, pick up the welcome packet and all those things. And I actually volunteered, so I'm still a student, and as a student, you get opportunities to volunteer at the conference, and you can get reimbursed for your registration fee, at least at this specific conference. I know other conferences that I've been to, they either like pay you X dollars per hour that you work to help offset the cost that you have, but either way, most students have some options to get reimbursed, since conferences are kind of expensive, especially with travel and lodging and food and all that stuff. So it's nice that we get a little bit of a reimbursement for our expenses. So I volunteered for that. And then in the evening was the welcome reception for the conference. Again, it was like kind of like the kickoff event for it. And then after that ended, again, we watched the Olympics to kind of relax in the room a little bit before bed. And then I read. Moving on to Wednesday, we made a quick Target run. I forgot what we needed to get. It was probably just some snacks to have throughout the day, since the conference did provide a few meals. They provided like very few snacks. It just wasn't a lot of options. So we wanted to make sure that we had some options. And then on the way back, we stopped at McDonald's for breakfast, had some lunch at the lunch buffet at the conference. And I don't mark down everything because obviously there's a ton of things that go on at the conference, but this was when the talks started. So once we got back from McDonald's, we went to the morning talks, had lunch, and then I volunteered again this day in the afternoon, and I actually ran one of the, like, what are they called? Like sessions, I guess is what they're called. So I did like AV, ran the Zoom, did the audio visuals for that section. So that's what I did, and I got to listen to all those talks as well. And then as part of the hotel like welcome packet thing, you get some arcade credit. So if you buy $10 worth of credit, you get $10 free. So we had $20 total to spend at the arcade. So we did that for a little bit. And then we finished out the evening watching Boba Fett, which airs on Wednesdays on Disney Plus. So we got caught up on that. And I actually believe that was the finale of Boba Fett, if I remember correctly, which was great. We really enjoyed it and are looking forward to season 2 if possible, if not season 3 or 4 of The Mandalorian. I'm forgetting what seasons we're on. So moving on to Thursday, in the morning, I again listened to more talks. The theme was endangered species, so I decided to mark that down, which also you'll see I'm not putting any scripts. I have them at the end, which you'll see an overview shot that you'll see where all the scripts and everything are. For now, it's just icons and pre-printed scripts that I already have. So then after the endangered species talk was the Keystone talk, and then the company that Colton works for, they went on the trip. They took us out, and everyone else from the company that went, to a brewery, which was really nice. I appreciated that. And then we finished out the evening with wildlife trivia, which Colton and I did actually really bad on. It was very difficult. And so on Friday, we packed in the morning, checked out of the hotel, listened to the last talk, the capstone talk, and then we had lunch at Biscotti's with one of the people that we met at the conference. It's kind of like a nice to meet you. This was a fun week. I don't know. It was a nice lunch, though. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we spent the afternoon at the spa. So we did the Himalayan salt room, we got a massage, and then we also spent some time in the hot tub at the spa, since they have kind of a private pool area. So there was a private hot tub there for the only people who were at the spa. So that was really nice because it was a lot smaller, less crowded, which was fun. And then again on Saturday, as I mentioned before, we drove to Lake Tahoe. Colton went skiing. I just read and did some work in the what is it called? The resort restaurant place, lodge. There we go, or lounge. I don't know. And then again, we got engaged, so I pulled out all of the wedding/engagement themed stickers that I had to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. I ended up using one from Scribble Prints Co. that said, "I said yes," and then another from Once More with Love that says, "We're engaged." And then we rounded out the evening with dinner at a fondue restaurant, which I just used a wine symbol because, again, we went to a wine bar before that, but we also had wine at the fondue place, so I thought it was just a relevant sticker to use. So moving on to Sunday, we basically just drove home. So I marked down that we drove. We stopped at the Eric Schatz Bakery. Apparently it's this really famous bakery out in the middle of nowhere in California, and it was actually really good, don't get me wrong. I really liked their bread, but it was so crowded. So Colton and I were just like, we were not expecting it to be that crowded, so we were basically just like in and out. And then we had Carl's Jr. for lunch. When we came back, this is the day of the Super Bowl, so we happened to catch it. We were only a few minutes late, actually. And then, so we watched it with Colton's family, and then again rounded out the evening with Olympics. So that is all for this week's spread. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'll show you a brief overview, what stickers I have left, and then a shot of what it looks like, the final spread with the scripts and everything. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.